feeling forced by this.
Round one. Fight.
Your luck is run out.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Oh, with all this fucking hype arm and shit.
Now, there's a ton of labor rules where employees have a certain amount of hours required to work each month, and every portion of that is deducted from the monthly payment, and every hour beyond that is paid as overtime. Other partners backed up Gordon's claim, stating that I needed more supervision on what I was doing, in which my uncle was forced to comply. His only remark was saying, since we're doing this by the law, it means that we will also pay him overtime according to the law, right? They all agreed, and from October forward, I would start punching my hours on the job every day. So this is when I decided to maliciously comply. Gordon was expecting a decrease on my pay due to being in the company at my least busy week since I arrived, when in fact, I usually pull a bunch of overtime. Also, if they needed to call me, they had to punch me hours from the moment I left until I finished work, resulting in one more thing. I belong. Since the 4 overtime,
Final round. Fight.
And apparently the previous roommate was psychotic. And he said some horrible things to my now roommate. And this was all over small things. She also refused to do chores. She was sneaking in people to scare the roommate. She was breaking all the rules. She was sneaking in this roommate's things. She got angry, like slamming the doors.
Round one.
And throwing things
Fight.
She refused to take any of
It's fucking ridiculous.
Pode fazer valer a pena. Os ventos da vitória estão a nosso favor. Esse é o seu último jogo.
By the way, is
This is bullshit. Stupid shit.
She sounded so terrible. I hated making someone feel like that. It really broke my my counselor, and she says they can't do anything about it right now, and they can't move me. So overall, I should just leave her alone. I'm really stuck on what to do, because I seriously feel miserable, and I really don't know what to do. Yeah, that is an awful situation. I seriously cannot imagine having a roommate like that, who would treat me like garbage, who would break my stuff, who would basically freak out over the smallest things, and then she would refuse to pitch in and pay for rent or anything else like that. Like, how on earth can this program seriously let this slide and allow this roommate to treat this other woman like that? Not to mention to let that happen for 2 years. Like, consider the circumstances. It's already a really hard situation for everybody involved. There's clearly something that went wrong.
Get ready for the
in people's
next
lives,
battle.
and they're living in this communal dorm just to try and get things together.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 1. Fight. Je te tiens. Expulsion.
What the fuck?
Round 2. Fight. Round one. Fight.
On with this bullshit.
Round four. Fight. Je te tiens.
Bitch. There's all this fucking teleport dash.
Felt I was acting a part, playing a character, one so completely at odds with my natural inclinations. Then I would sometimes just let loose and go off on a jaunt to the nearest town and head for the dance hall. It was like rediscovering myself every single time. One thing I didn't enjoy much was the routine. I put up with it just as I'd done in school, but I preferred to live life by the minute. I knew all our parishioners by name.
Get ready for the
It took
next
long for me
battle.
to learn a new one, as was the case with Mr. Glover, a young writer who had just moved into Pyramid Pond. His wife got a big fellow and was ugly.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Fight.
I crept up to the front door, and as quietly as my shaking hands could reach into the hallway, I was dumbstruck by what I heard. Two groaning voices, and they were both male. I felt angry, betrayed, and confused. I had heard of homosexuals, but I'd never before encountered one, let alone had any idea that I'd been living with one for months. When that realization hit, I felt sick to my stomach. He'd betrayed me in the most immoral of all fashions, and I was no more than a blind lamb. I found some nugatory
Get ready
consolation,
for the next
knowing
battle.
The infrequent odd hooking up was not, as I'd feared, my fault. No, he was choosing to cavort with other men. Even now, writing that makes my skin crawl. At first, I didn't.
One. Fight. Round two. Round three. Round four.
On to watch the house. Every time, to my simultaneous repudiation and relief, I saw the bedroom light illuminated and two shadows interacting behind the curtain. Like clockwork, I turned the other way almost as soon as I saw them. There were two reasons I waited so long to move forward. The severity of the situation, in all senses, was not worse than a single woman in the wild after so long. Stable relationship. I thought that I could never face my parents or the embarrassment at last and definitely least.
Get ready for the next battle.
The other reason
My
was
fucking gosh.
I would have to get to the little police station in a larger village a few miles away.
Eu juro pelo meu mestre, não vou perder.
About the Air 31
Round one. Fight.
What the fuck was that?
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Jack.
立場をわきまえろ。 格が違うんだよ。
Round 4. Fight.
Fight!
Final round. Fight.
Fuck, I don't know all this fucking hyper arm. Ooh, bitch.
For just having feelings that aren't even bad. They don't hurt anyone. I say the law disagrees, and the Bible for that matter. They say to heck with the Bible, to heck with it all. The church turned its back on.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight. Round four. Final round. Fight.
That's some gay ass shit.
Ninguém me segura.
I posted on the site that I was looking for a roommate. I listed carefully choose a roommate that was I didn't want any drama. I wanted someone like my former roommate, very respectful of my privacy and caring at the same time. He took ensuring the apartment was safe very seriously and was clean to a fault. I especially liked that he took security measures very seriously. You see, back in college, my roommates and I were robbed by a guy wanting us to run home from a party. The robber had a gun to my head and made me lie on the floor, my face to the ground. Incident and went home for a while. I've been extra anxious ever since. It's been getting better though, but I still get pretty anxious about having strangers. Was quite understanding about my life. He promised to never bring in anything. Responses from my former show and was very satisfied with her. She had just graduated colleges from parents who prepared for until she's on the scene and has just been in the city, so it made sense. The story told the plan.
She called to say that she'd gotten a better apartment and offer. I was very disappointed, tired, and uninterested in going through the tedious process of interviewing people all over again. At the time, my guy roommate had moved out. I spoke to the person who I preferred as her. She had also gotten another offer. I was left with another person who played in her group. She works as a waitress at a restaurant. She's also an actress. She was working as a waitress while waiting for her big break in Hollywood. She excitedly decided she would be my roommate. We met later and talked. Afterwards, she paid rent and moved in that same week. My roommate was very outgoing and partied a lot. She had a lot of fun. I work from home, so more often than not, I was in the house. I only leave the house whenever I want a different environment to work in, and usually I go to a local coffee shop in the area. My roommate was hardly ever home. She always had to go to work, had a date, party, or an audition to go for. We barely had time to talk and get to know each other personally, but so far we were good roommates to each other. All was going well until she started to date a very weird-looking dude with a strange, intimidating character.
Get ready for the
Boyfriend
next
hardly ever
battle.
said anything to me. My roommate was barely around, but he mostly was and would simply perch around wherever I was in the house without ever speaking to me. I tried several times to get all chummy with him and start a conversation, but he would just mumble an incoherent response.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
My roommate's boyfriend had turned my home into a gambling house. I decided to speak to her about it, but I couldn't find her, so I walked up to her boyfriend. Where I touched him as though an irritating fly perched on his arm and ground. What is it? He yelled over the loud music. I need to talk to you, I yelled back. He walked out with me to the kitchen, and it was noisy in there, too. I signaled for him to come with me. Trying to control my fear. Got a problem? He looked very uninterested in what I was saying. What do you mean I got a problem? Of course I've got a problem. Is this even legal? He yawned. Listen, nerd, we're all just having a little bit of adult fun. Stop making
Get
big
ready for
deal
the
out of
next
all
battle.
this. He left me standing outside. Next morning, I was back in my home.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
Tell that they be very wary of having strangers in my home. And to apologize and promise that they were never going to do what happened ever again. On my way out of the house, I saw her boyfriend smiling sheepishly. He looked happy to see me go. I sincerely hoped that she and her boyfriend would not do anything silly, and trusted that she would keep her promise and stop the in-house gambling. I spent 5 days in my parents' home, and we talked about everything and everyone, including my roommate and her boyfriend. My mom insisted on letting her go and getting a new roommate. I resisted, though. My roommate and I are what happened in college anyway, and she now understood why I was super concerned about our safety. I was certain that she and I would have no problems ever again, but I was wrong. I returned to LA on Sunday, and the kitchen and living room were a mess. It was all in an irritating state. I stared at the filth before me for so long before moving to my bedroom. I was horrified to see my bedroom door slightly open. I was certain that I didn't leave it open. I would lock my bedroom door when I'm out of the house. I always did that. I walked into my room, and it was then I realized what had happened. I had been burgled. Someone had broken the lock and ransacked my room. My closet was wide open, and all my stuff was on the floor. Clothes, hangers, makeup, and all others. My designer bags and eyeglasses were gone. I had a small wad of cash in a tiny purse, and it was gone too. I broke down in tears. The evil couple I lived with did not hear me because they were probably asleep after bringing Las Vegas to my apartment. My friend was out of town. I could have called her to come over because I needed someone to hold me down so I don't physically attack my roommate. I heard someone in the kitchen and went in to see my roommate cleaning the kitchen, collecting plastic bags and bottles from the floor. She nodded sheepishly when she saw me. Sorry, my boyfriend could not resist having a party while you were away. Her mouth flew open when I told her that my room was broken into. Please don't call the police, was the first thing she said. She never apologized, and she did not look sorry. My mom thought I was crazy because I decided not to call the police. I, however, told my roommate that her boyfriend had to leave my house if she wanted me to leave the police out of it. Why do you have to be such a witch? She yelled. I ignored her and left for my room to put things in order. Not once did my roommate apologize for my stolen stuff, offer to help clean my room, or even she only promised to send her boyfriend away. I was not satisfied with that at all. I knew I was going to get my revenge, and I patiently waited for the right time to carry out my revenge. Her boyfriend did leave, and our relationship improved. 3 weeks later, I heard her screaming excitedly on the phone. From the conversation, she had been invited to the final stage of an audition for a lead role in a movie the next day. She was visibly over the moon with excitement, and even mentioned that she knew one of the judges, and she could feel that this was going to be her big break. I knew then that it was my chance to get back at her. I was working in the kitchen when she came bearing fruits and smiling. I initiated a friendly chat about how I was considering getting a dog while she blended her fruits for a smoothie. When she was done with the blending, I went to my room and picked a laxative medicine I'd used for constipation a month ago and emptied it into her smoothie. She came to the kitchen a few times to pick some stuff up, but never drank her smoothie. I was worried that my plan would fall through. Well, luck smiled on me. I'd gone to bed later that night, but my roommate woke up at midnight and drank her smoothie. Of course, she got diarrhea and spent quality time in the toilet all through the day. I sat in the living room with a big smile on my face, feeling very compensated for my missing items. Oblivious of what I'd done, she came to the living room to talk to me about her condition. I smiled and said, "Please don't call the police." Yes, she missed her big audition. I'm just thinking about myself in OP's shoes, and I would be miserable living in that scenario. Even if these people were coming over and weren't gambling, I'm so comfortable being by myself that I would hate every single week having this group of people come around. Especially considering you have to rely that your roommate